Hey, how you doing? It's the Morgan podcast. It's the Morgan podcast. No. It's Morgan podcast. Bloody hell, I'll come up with it. I've got to get it bloody right. Hello, how are you? Are you all good? You all good? Oh, excellent, marvellous, smashing, tip-top. Bob might be your uncle. If his name is Bob, he's most likely in prison. How you doing? Good? Sweet. Now then, it's supposed to be the return to the school holidays today, at the end of the school holidays. So all the kids back in school. That's if there's nothing wrong with the concrete and they're going to learn from home on a computer at home, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Learning, self-learning, nothing wrong with that. I wish I had it. And this is the school's squeaky desk. I'm actually recording from home. I'll go into that in a bit. Nothing wrong with that. If you're any good at it, it can work for some people and it doesn't for some. Homeschool learning. But the weather, it's like I'm actually in my spare room and I've turned the air conditioning off because it makes a racket and it'll come up in the microphone, because normally I'm in the car and I'm absolutely sweating me balls off at the moment. It's really, really warm, and it's the 4th of September today, and it's actually going out today, and it made me think, the 4th of September, normally going back to school. And I remembered when I was going back to school, what was the weather like going back to school? Dark, cold, wet, miserable. A typical day in Britain, but it's absolutely lovely today. I've even got my washing out. I'll be going out to read a book later on, sat in the garden. Oh yes. The weather's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with it at all. And yet the kids are going back to school today. The weather's supposed to be rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Back to school. But I was actually in the supermarket and the back to school range is down. It's gone. I'm going to say, if you want a bit of stationery, now's the best time, because they've got to try and shift it all, haven't they? On the cheap. So if you need a nice pen or anything like that, bit of paper, notepad, what have you, I've bought one. Need it for work. And I've had a week off work. I've got to go back tomorrow. I really don't want to go back, if I'm honest. I'm not enjoying it. I enjoy this. I enjoy doing this, particularly when there's a bit of interaction. If it be on one of the platforms or on YouTube, which YouTube's actually a couple of episodes behind. It's just a question of getting them uploaded, because my computer plus all the other stuff I've got to do, my computer can't even run a potato at the moment. Partially why I stopped doing YouTube stuff, it was just taking far too long for so little reward. So yeah, do all the subscribing and liking stuff because somebody needs the money. That's why we do it, because we want the money. Oh yeah, we like to chat to people. No, we don't. We just want the money. Why do we do anything? For the money. Keep a roof over our head. Clothes on our back and our bellies fed. That's what we do it for. And here's the thing. This was recent, this was. In a bit of an area. This was the past week. Have a start with, overhearing a parent talking to the child. Have a think about what you want for Christmas. Fucking August. I don't know what I want for Christmas. Peace and fucking quiet. That's what I want. I might get it this year. Most likely I'll get it this year. Didn't get it last year. Think I got it the year before. And the year before that. And the year before that. And the year before that didn't get it. But I'm really looking forward to peace and quiet this year. Certain individuals I won't be dealing with. Can't fucking wait. Just enjoy the peace and quiet. Rather than that normally happens. But that started already. Have a think about what you want for Christmas. I know the stuff's in the shops already, but I'm even thinking it's going to be a question of, if you don't behave, I guarantee I'll probably hear this week when I'm out and about. If you don't behave, Santa won't get you anything for Christmas. I was like, you're using that in September and August time. Jesus Christ. Those who follow the channel will know I wasn't even allowed to mention Christmas until 2 weeks before Christmas. You can probably hear the ice cream van in the background. Probably get copyrighted for that tune. That's how good the weather is at the moment. The ice cream van's out. The weather's supposed to be crap. It's back to school. The weather's supposed to be crap. It's lovely out. Bet my towels are dry now outside. I actually went back to my car to get my flask, get it washed up, ready to morning. It's a metal one. It was red, baking in the sun, and it was red hot. Run me hand under the cold tap for 10 minutes. Jesus Christ. Another story while I was out and about. 2 actually this week. It's episode 20 this is. This is episode 20. I've looked when doing research for this. For the name, it's Morgan, looking at sort of Morgan podcast. There's Piers Morgan. Well, this is popular because he's got a big news network behind him, but my one, it's little, and other people that have got a similar username to me on the YouTubes and all that, they've got like 2 episodes and that's it, done. I'm on episode 20. Yeah, I had to have a bit of a break since the car accident, but rocking and rolling. Episode 2. Now, we all know printers are a pain in the arse. But I was in one of these recently, one of these electronic stores, just having a ponder, see what we needed, what tickles me fancy. Because the wife's after a laptop, and there's a couple of companies where it's made in China. Well, not just made in China, the actual company that made it is Chinese. And I'm like, nope, you're not having one of them. End of, for my reasons, don't want one. Let's just say TikTok might have something to do with that. If you know the crack with that, I'm not having one, if I can help it. But going through, I found where you can print things onto bottles and things. And I thought, oh yeah, that's quite interesting. I'm by the printer section, so I'm having a look at this thing. And it's going, oh yeah, you can print on bottled labels. And I was like, okay. And there was a woman behind me. All right, fucking Karen, you can tell. The wife didn't have a clue what I was on about. I looked at her and I was like, yeah, she's a fucking Karen, she is. And I must simply, she's having a bit of a flap. I must simply find someone. Excuse me, I need assistance here. And it's like the lad walks up. He knows, I know, and I thought this is going to be interesting. I need cartridges for my printer. And the lad's like, yeah, okay. What's your printer? It's a HP. Good, okay. Do you know the make of it and what printer cartridges you need? Oh, it's a HP and it's white. Ironic. And she didn't have a fucking clue. She just picked one up at random, a printer cartridge, and just went, oh, this will have to do. Walked off, bought it, and I guarantee she'll be back saying it's the wrong one and blaming the guy. The shop assistant. I know it. I've been there myself. But this Karen just basically just went in going, no idea what she was on about. And printers are a pain in the arse, and every time my wife comes to use my printer, ironically, it's broke when I come to use it. That's the thing. You got to know what you're doing. I guarantee that woman will be going back with a full receipt because it's the wrong cartridge for the printer. I was like, worst case scenario, I know they're a pain in the arse and they're coming up in the headlines that they are expensive. Printer cartridges they are a pain in the arse. I'll try not to print anything, and if I do, I'll print it off in black and white. Just don't print anything, because they are a pain in the arse. But that Karen, I feel sorry for the staff who are going to have to deal with her. Because I know it's going back. It's going back. It's the wrong bloody cartridge. And I know, because I've got a HP printer myself, and do I know what cartridge off the top of my head? I can go down and have a look. Not a clue. Sometimes I've got this particular website that sounds like a jungle. Because they don't give me money, I have to give them money. It comes up, recently, past purchases, do you wish to buy again? Bang, done. Sorted. It's normally when the wife comes to print something off, because the printer's normally fucked after that. Took the wife out for a nice meal. Her birthday's coming up. So obviously I have to take her out for a meal. But it's a midweek birthday. And just so happens to be the same fucking day Starfield's coming out without paying extra money. Go on about that in a bit. Well, I went for this nice restaurant. Nice Indian restaurant. Indian food. Lovely food. Service is fantastic. Service is so good I don't like it. They pull the chair out. They put the napkin over you. They come over to you. Make sure you're all right. They pour the food out of the sort of pot where it's made and things like that. It's all presented well. So good I don't like it. Apparently, they're playing sort of traditional Indian music in the background. And I know someone who went to that restaurant and said, no, it's not Indian enough. Oh, really? I'm going to say it was a nice curry. But apparently it's not Indian enough. It's an Indian place, I know. Never been to India, so I can't really tell. But anyway, when I was in there, I noticed this family having a meal. And the lad, teenager-ish, just about to be a strop. This teenager was wearing a Star Wars T-shirt. I'm a Star Wars fan, so I noticed. He's wearing a Star Wars T-shirt. Haha. I thought to myself, going through the list of birthdays and things like that, he's wearing a Star Wars T-shirt. And I thought, hang on, I've got that T-shirt, but it's a pyjama, your PJs. It's a PJ set. And it got me thinking, I thought, well, what's the difference between a T-shirt that you just buy with whatever on and your pyjama T-shirts? T-shirts that are pyjamas. I don't know the difference. By the way, this Star Wars T-shirt had a massive Star Wars spoiler, Empire Strikes Back. I'll leave it at that. Who's your daddy and what does he do? Along those lines. Massive giveaway. And this kid's just wearing it. And I thought, you're wearing a fucking pyjama T-shirt. Time's got that fucking bad. Rich men of Richmond style. Time's that fucking bad where they've got the pyjamas. Oh, I know a bloke who does it. But he's doing sort of camping stuff. Outdoorsy type stuff. And it's just like, yeah. Well, it was his son who dobbed him in. AC/DC one. So, yeah, fair enough. But this is a well-to-do sort of restaurant where you go and civilised and have a drink. I was looking at the non-alcoholic cocktails and I was like, nah. £3.50 for a pint of Coke. Did come with a lemon though. So what's the difference with these pyjama T-shirts? I don't know. Someone tell me. If that's the thing, I've got loads of T-shirts with like Marvel and Batman and Star Wars and all that sort of stuff. Might start wearing them. Might start wearing it today because it's fucking hot. Keep me cool, I'll be sleeping in the nip. It's so hot. Right, gamey talk. Well, the PlayStation guys, are they short of money? Because they raised the price of the PlayStation 5 and then reduced it down again. Called it a sale. And then put the price up for the subscription. I thought that's another entertainment style service that's gone up. And we honestly don't need them. And I have looked at a lot of feedback from this from guys online and things like that. And they're just going through the list of things that they're actually subscribed to. I was like, how in the hell have you got the time working and doing whatever you're doing and using all of these subscriptions at the full time? So I've got Disney Plus and Amazon Prime, and I do use the Prime services a lot. By the way, subscribe, I need the money to pay for these things. Audible, I'm on that. The Microsoft thing, I'm on that. The PlayStation one, I thought, that is the one I don't need. Because I have noticed every time I've been playing the PlayStation 4 lately, it sounds like a jet engine taking off. Bit like I turn that fan on. But that's what it is. It's just another cost. But the big corporation like that, I'm like, do you need the money? I think there's obviously a way, and I know businesses do plan for when they put the prices up to expect people to cancel the subscriptions. And I cancelled mine. I thought, okay, that PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, whatever, okay. You just knocked themselves out of the competition for me in order which one I'm going to have. I'll keep saying I'm going to start reading books more. It's very difficult to concentrate, particularly when my wife's watching crap on the telly that she's got on DVD through a streaming service that I'm paying for, even though... Anyway, moving on. Everything's getting expensive. But yes, the big Starfield thing. Now, this must be the new thing. Pay money, play the game early. Pay extra money and play the game early. Or was that the day it was coming out anyway, and they thought, hang on, if we just charge people more money and throw in a couple of digital things that don't really matter, you can get to play the game early. That seems to be the new trend. And I'm going to imagine if it's done well, which I think a lot of people have played Starfield already, they're going to start doing that. Is it a good game? I don't know. I've not had a controller in my hand to play it. But I'll probably talk about it next week because I might get round to having a bit of a go next week. I don't know. But here's the problem. When it's actually being released to everyone who's not paying extra, because I'm not paying extra, but if you'd like me to do so, just, subscribe. I need the money. basically, it's coming out the day of my wife's fucking birthday. Now, I can't be, because I'll piss everyone off, I'll be ill-spoken of if I'm playing Starfield the day of my wife's birthday. So I'm probably going to have to play it the day after. So it's been delayed for the right reasons. They want to make it good first time. None of this day one patches bullshit and where they have to sort the bugs out and things like that. Delayed. Oh, I'm going to delay it another bit because I'm not paying the extra. I'm going to delay it a bit more because it's my wife's flipping birthday. However, I've bought her a game. Now, she only plays 3 types of games from a particular franchise, as it were. And that is Super Mario games, 2D platformers. Yay! Mario. What else? Crash Bandicoot. She likes them. She had it on the PS1 and I've got it on the new trilogy, the remake of the trilogy on something Xbox. She likes that. And she absolutely loves Pikmin. So I'm getting her Pikmin 1 and 2. Hopefully she doesn't listen to this and she doesn't find out. Pikmin 1 and 2 in the actual box format. I've pre-ordered it. It's not my game, it's hers. She can play it. Now, I had to get life insurance this year. And with that I got a voucher. So I thought, I'll get myself Pikmin 4, I'll pre-order it. So, through my life insurance, I have not used the gift, which was Pikmin 4. Haven't even touched it yet. But that's okay. I'm cool with that. I haven't even touched it, so I could have got myself something useful. Bathroom scales or something like that. But no, I bought myself a game I haven't even touched. So that was what, 50 quid, 40 quid? I haven't even touched it. So Pikmin 1 and 2, I've bought that because I want to play it, but I don't know when I'll get around to play it. But at least I bought it, the wife can play it, she can enjoy it, and it's there ready for when I want to play. But she enjoys Pikmin. I'm supposed to do co-op and just never got round to it. Ooh-wee, it's hot. But normally when I'm doing this thing, I am sat in my car somewhere. And the weather's normally bad. But this is the only opportunity I've had all week. Me and my wife have both had the same week off. Done a bit of decorating, been out, had a very nice meal, things like that. Went shopping. I'll tell you something though. She's back at work today and I'm back at work tomorrow. Tell you now, I'm not enjoying it. So please, subscribe. That's how I'm getting people to beg for it, because I need the money so I don't have to go to work. So I don't have to go and be miserable all day. I can just carry on doing these podcasts and just sitting up my house playing video games all day, basically, and just making clips online. That's how it's done. At least I'm going to start being honest about it. When I first started doing YouTube videos, which was a very long time ago, I actually went on my YouTube channel and looked at the first video, and that was in 2014. I was like, shit, a brick. It's coming up to the sort of 10-year anniversary now that nobody watches. Some videos have done well, but the majority have done crap. Even on YouTube, this podcast is not doing that well at all. It's doing all right on your Spotify. What else am I on? Amazon Music, it's on there. And all the other services that this podcast goes out to. It's doing well on there. But as for the YouTube, where I'll just take this podcast and I'll just smack it on YouTube, just put a picture of myself on there, it's not doing that well at all. So, it's up to you. I would think a podcast, you listen to a podcast. Even the podcasts that I regularly listen to have got the videos. I don't normally watch and listen to them. I just listen to it in the background. There you go. Started out as a vlogging thing. Now everyone moved to podcasting. I'm just following the trend. The only difference is I wasn't famous prior to going in. Craig Ferguson one's Joy. That's a good podcast because he's got some comic experience and interviewer experience going into it, and he's rather good just listening to two people talk and things like that. That's good. Bill Burr, who just rambles by himself, that's kind of what I want to do, just ramble by myself and eventually have people in. Office Ladies, I've kind of gone sidetrack on that, if I'm honest. There isn't really any British ones, because they're all, hi, I'm so-and-so, and welcome to, what was it, the one, what will you have at your funeral podcast. And I was like, there's only so far you can. That's a Desert Island Discs, but without, when you're dead. That's what I say. Well, thank you so much if you got this far. I'm going to have to knock this on the head because it's too hot. Too hot to carry on now because there's no windows open to try and keep the noise out. It's a small room. You've got the working on my computer rather than a mobile phone. It's too hot for me at the moment. I'm starting to break sweat. Anyway, you have a good one. Do the subscribe thing and I'll check you as and when. Bye.